The scent of burnt coffee always reminds me of that day. Not the coffee itself, but the way she looked, distracted, as if the world held no importance but whatever was buzzing in her mind. It was a Tuesday, unremarkable in every way, except for the chilling premonition that settled in my gut. I tried to shake it off, attributing it to stress, to the usual pressures of life. But the feeling persisted, a dull ache that grew with each passing hour. I remember the way her smile seemed strained, the quick, almost nervous movements. I wish I had noticed more, seen the subtle cracks forming in the facade of our perfect life. I was too busy being oblivious. We built a life, a beautiful, seemingly impenetrable fortress of love and shared dreams. Vacations, holidays, birthdays, all meticulously planned, perfectly executed. The photographs are proof, a testament to the happiness we projected to the world. But behind those carefully constructed smiles, a different story was unfolding. A story of whispers in the night, of clandestine meetings, of a connection I failed to recognize. The truth was hidden in plain sight, masked by years of comfortable routine and unspoken assumptions. I was so focused on the us that I missed the her. The bar was a refuge, a place to drown the rising tide of confusion and despair. Each sip of whiskey was a futile attempt to numb the pain, to silence the questions that echoed in my mind. I watched the other patrons, their laughter and conversations a painful reminder of the joy that seemed to have vanished from my life. I felt like an outsider, adrift in a sea of happiness, haunted by a secret I couldn't comprehend. The silence in the room amplified the turmoil within me. This ring, a symbol of a promise, a bond, a lifetime of shared moments. It felt heavy in my hand, a physical manifestation of the betrayal I couldn't quite reconcile. I traced the intricate design with my finger, searching for a clue, a reason, anything that could explain the inexplicable. How could something so sacred be so easily broken? The weight of it felt unbearable, crushing the remnants of hope within me. I saw her then, a fleeting glimpse of her in the rain-streaked window. A silhouette against the city lights, a figure consumed by a sadness that mirrored my own. In that moment, I understood. The distance between us wasn't a physical one, it was a chasm forged by deceit and betrayal. The city, a symbol of endless possibilities, felt cold and indifferent to my pain. The note was left on the kitchen counter, a pathetic attempt at an apology. The words were clumsy, devoid of sincerity, a hollow echo of the promises she had made. I reread it countless times, searching for a glimmer of truth, a hint of remorse. But all I found was emptiness, a void where love and trust once resided. The paper felt thin and fragile in my hands, a symbol of the shattered foundation of our marriage. The vase, a gift from our honeymoon, a symbol of our shared future. It lay in pieces on the floor, a stark representation of the destruction that had consumed our lives. I stared at the shards, each one a painful reminder of a broken promise, a shattered dream. The sharp edges cut not just the floor, but my heart as well. The beauty was gone, replaced by a desolate emptiness. I packed my things, each item a painful souvenir of a life that no longer existed. The boxes felt heavy, filled not just with possessions, but with memories, with hopes, with dreams. I looked out the window, watching the world move on, oblivious to the devastation within. The silence in the room was deafening, broken only by the sound of my own breathing. The tears came unexpectedly, a torrent of grief and betrayal. I tried to hold them back, to maintain a semblance of composure, but the dam had broken. Each tear was a testament to the pain, to the loss, to the shattered remains of my heart. I let myself feel it all, the anger, the sadness, the disbelief. It was a necessary release, a cleansing of the soul. The highway stretched before me, an endless ribbon of asphalt leading to an uncertain future. I drove through the night, seeking escape, seeking solace, seeking a way to make sense of the chaos. The darkness mirrored the emptiness within me, the void where love and trust once resided. The road ahead was long, and the destination unknown. The coffee tasted bitter, a fitting accompaniment to the taste of betrayal. I watched the other patrons, their laughter and conversations a painful reminder of the happiness I had lost. I felt like a ghost, an observer in my own life, disconnected from the world around me. The coffee shop, a place of connection, felt like a lonely island. I held the photograph, tracing the outline of her face with my fingertip. It was a picture from a happier time, a time when love felt effortless and unwavering. The image felt like a cruel mockery of the reality I now inhabited. The memory of her smile, once a source of joy, now brought only pain. The storm mirrored the tempest raging within me, a chaotic blend of anger, sadness, and confusion. The rain beat against the window, a relentless reminder of the pain I was enduring. I felt trapped, overwhelmed by the forces of nature and the betrayal of the woman I had loved. I walked along the beach, the waves crashing against the shore, a constant rhythm of loss and regret. The sunset painted the sky with vibrant colors, but the beauty felt hollow, meaningless. I was alone, adrift in a sea of sorrow, searching for a shore that didn't exist. I found the diary hidden away in her closet, a secret repository of her hidden thoughts and emotions. The lock was intricate, a testament to the secrets she had guarded so carefully. I hesitated before opening it, fearing what I might find, but driven by a desperate need for answers. The words within the diary were like shards of glass, piercing my heart with each revelation. I read of doubts, of unhappiness, of a growing distance between us. The truth was far more painful than I could have ever imagined. The diary was a confession, a testament to a love that had withered and died. I threw the diary into the fire, watching as the pages turned to ash. It was a symbolic act of destruction, a way to erase the memories, to sever the ties that bound me to the past. But the flames couldn't consume the pain, the betrayal, the loss. It remained, a constant ache in my soul. I watched the children play, their laughter a painful reminder of the joy that had been stolen from me. They were oblivious to the complexities of life, to the betrayals and heartbreaks that awaited them. I longed to recapture that innocence, to escape the weight of my sorrow. I looked at my reflection, barely recognizing the man staring back. The years of happiness seemed to have vanished, replaced by the lines of worry and the shadow of despair. I felt like a stranger to myself, a ghost haunting the ruins of my former life. The rose, once a symbol of love and beauty, now lay wilting and decaying. It was a poignant reminder of the fragility of life, the inevitability of loss. The scent of the rose lingered in the air, a bittersweet reminder of a love that had blossomed and then withered away. I walked away from the house, leaving behind the ghosts of our past. The sunset painted the sky with vibrant colors, a promise of a new dawn. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew I had to move on, to find a way to heal, to rebuild my life. The road stretched ahead, an endless journey into the unknown. I walked on, with a heavy heart but a hopeful spirit. The pain of betrayal would always be a part of me, but it wouldn't define me. I would find my own path, create my own happiness, and learn to live again.